Hello, everyone. Welcome. This is another episode of Dork Tales. Specifically, this is Werewolf the Forsaken, the Bitches of Brewery Park. I'm your storyteller, Kelly, and joining me remotely because we're in the middle of a quarantine are my players. Why don't we introduce ourselves, starting with Claire?
Hi, my name is Caitlin. I'm playing Claire Iwatani. She is a Rahu Ironmaster.
All right. How about Kate?
Hello, I am Amy. I am playing Kate Powers, a Ailadoth Ironmaster.
And Brighton?
Hey there, I'm Jen, playing Brighton Lee. I am a Kahalith Stormlord.
And finally, last but not least, Megan.
Hi, I'm Christine, and I'm playing Megan Butler, the Raka Iron Man.
All right, so we are doing this remotely, of course, because we're in the middle of social isolation right now, and hopefully the audio quality is going to hold out. We're going to try this, and if this doesn't work, we'll just rerun this in a different way. We might try a different thing later on. I've heard good things about Zoom as well. We're using Discord right now for the audio chat. And in place of watching the players' lovely faces, we instead have their character portraits, which are beautiful open source images from Unsplash. For all of your character model needs. So how's everybody doing tonight?
Oh, pretty good.
We're doing.
Yeah, pretty good.
Okay, so without further ado, I guess we might as well just jump in. We're going to run a little shorter tonight because this is a different format, and I think it's going to be harder for us to keep our focus for too long.
That's true, yeah.
I agree.
All right, so this story is true. Once, many turns of Mother Luna's face ago, the young Uraka named Megan Butler stole away into the dead of the night and crossed into the Hissel, the world of shadows and spirits. She was still a child in the ways of her duties and her inherited world, but she was eager, and like all pups, had to see for herself. She wandered the inverted realm and saw giant worms fed by lightning crawl atop bridges of ephemera. She saw cats that stalked the memory of broken asphalt on four wheels ringed with claws. She saw spirits of rain wash over everything, drowning their lessers in bleak ruin. She realized that she was lost, and the darkness and danger of the Hissel began to close around her. As the panic rose in her breast, so too did a familiar scent. A lone wolf, gray as the darkened moon, save for its edges, which were outlined in cool, black ink, watched her from afar. "Are you lost, little one?" it asked, in its first tongue. Its voice was the same she had remembered in her childhood. "Are you... Dad?" she said, still using her clumsy human tongue. For the wolf before her smelled and sounded as if her own father. "Catch me, and you will see," it replied. And so they ran, for hours, through the Hissel, through dangerous terrain, peaceful glens, fallen memories, and forgotten plans for the city of flesh, until exhausted, she collapsed at the base of a still. As she caught her breath, she recognized the locus she had used to cross over. The wolf had brought her home. It stood over her then, watching her with eyes full of almost wisdom, full of almost gentleness. She opened her mouth to ask again, but it spoke first. "Run with me again," it said. "Catch me, and I will tell you." And so Megan the Ironmaster learned to never stop chasing what was important to her. This story is also true. The Bitches of Brewery Park left the scene of the murder with the smell of an uratha in their nostrils. The smell was wrong, though, half-formed and mouth-shapen like a tumorous growth. Whatever they had smelled was nothing like they had smelled before. The one called Captain Sullivan had violated their territory and brought death into their domain. This was true. Something had to be done. As the door to the basement of their den shut with a clang, the bitches prowled around the worn concrete of the room. They yelled and screamed in anger, unleashing their frustration on the floors and walls. They gnashed their teeth. They pushed down their rage. In the corner of the room, the old copper stills of the brewery stood silent, like a watching parent, and waited. Nearly 100 years before, a murder had rent a hole between the worlds at its foundation. The locus remained at its core, the heart of their territory. And from that locus, a voice low and measured echoed out to them. It was the voice of Ubatu, the black dog, their totem. And now what do we do, my pack? He watches you from the silence of the locus. What do we do?
Deal with it. This is Kate.
We figure out who this son of a bitch is and bring him down. He thinks he can work in our territory? He better think again.
Agreed.
Yeah, we'll make him pay.
As you look around the room, the basement of your den is still in a bit of a disarray. It's an industrial slab of concrete that used to be a thriving brewery back in the 20s and 30s. That had been closed down after Prohibition ended in the States, and its need was no longer quite as keenly felt. It eked out a petty existence into the 50s before dying. It was acquired by the pack almost 70 years ago. Now, the stills stay in the corner, cleaned regularly by one of you or one of the wolf-blooded. In the corner, you can see where Val used to do her smithing work, her crafting work. There's even an anvil and hammer leaning against the wall, slowly gathering dust. And there, still there, no matter how much you scrub, at the base of the stills is the black blood stain above which you found Val's corpse, murdered in the heart of your territory. From inside the locust, the dog watches you, questioning what you should do next. So what do you do?
Well, I guess we need to try and figure out what connections this guy has.
Yeah.
The guy, like the officer we saw, sorry?
Yeah, that bloody captain who smells like a werewolf, but weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, on that note, sorry, go ahead.
No, that's okay. I was gonna ask, did I see a photo of him earlier?
I didn't have
I had like one.
Did I have a photo up for him?
Oh, no. When I was doing my research
You found
on
a
social media.
you found a photo of his apparently his younger brother.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Another Sullivan. You would assume younger brother. This man is in his 40s. Very square face. He kind of reminds you of Patrick Warburton. You know, the guy that kind of sounds, the guy that voices Joe Swanson.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He's got that kind
Okay.
of he's got that kind of face, and so you definitely found his younger brother, which
Yeah.
I will just throw in the chat who these people look like, just so that you can see it.
Okay, perfect.
Thank you.
I'm gonna put it out there that I found his brother's Facebook profile. Or at least I assume it's just to everyone.
I wonder then if he's doing this for his brother, or his brother is also, or Who knows?
Yeah, I'm not quite sure, but it seems like his brother was he had quite an interest in Roman holiday, and um but they weren't having they, they they weren't getting along very well. We can put it that way.
Him and his brother?
No, his brother in Roman holiday.
Oh.
Or Vera Sharf.
Gotcha. Okay.
Okay.
Why did he smell so wrong?
Why don't we go ahead and I'd like everyone here to make me, let's say, perception. Let's do a full perception roll. So that's going to be composure plus primal urge plus wits.
Okay. That is 2 successes.
I got 3 successes.
3 successes. So
I will know in a second.
Do we still add a plus
my
1
computer-
for...
you still add a plus 1 because it's a wolf scent, yeah.
Oh.
So you can roll 1 more dice right now, both of you, if you didn't already.
Still 3.
2 for me.
Christine, did you get to roll an extra dice for that?
I just did and still 2.
Okay. So everybody's got at least 2 successes.
This electronic dice roller is not the happiest.
How many dice do you have, Jen? I can roll for you.
I already did. I rolled it. I got 5 successes.
Holy crap.
Yeah, but it took me a
Yeah.
while because the
Way to go,
page was
Jet.
refreshing very slowly.
Okay, so with that, what you will get the sense of is he smells like a wolf, but he doesn't necessarily smell like an uratha. It's... the two smells are ghostly similar. And as you're remembering back to the scene of the murder, you can remember those giant paw prints, the giant slash marks, the places where the body fell, and the crushing strength that must have shattered that poor woman's head. But as you're thinking about it, the smells they're musky. The smells seemed, for the person who went in, which was it Megan who went in? Yes, it was.
Megan.
So Megan, when you were in there, you noticed that the smell as you were walking seemed not to just kind of, well, it kind of was brushed over the place, and there were large swaths of hair and fur everywhere. But
Okay, so potentially somebody tried to fake it?
no, it's just like whatever it was, it shed, but there's something about this doesn't smell right. It smells... Thinking back to the scene and in the alley, you don't think that whatever did this ever changed into its Garu form, into its war form.
So it just stayed in
You're thinking
alley?
that from the claw marks on the ground and the pressure of the wolf prints, what looked like Garu at first, you think actually stayed in Urshel, the dire wolf form.
Okay.
And in the
That's
alley as well, you can see that as you're remembering the scene, you can the rest of you will detect that the scene of the crime, the door that had been burst open at the back, had been torn at the bottom corner, as if most of the weight had hit it mid or below. But
Okay.
Oh.
But you, Brighton, as you think back at what you saw there and what you smelled and how close you were to that man as he approached, he didn't smell necessarily... Somehow, unmistakably, he smelled like a wolf without smelling like one of the people. He smelled like blood and like sweat and like that lingering scent of wolf. But he didn't smell like a full werewolf. But as you look at him, you could smell his pheromones and his sweat, and there was that tinge of slight connection and arousal of a young, of a fit, breeding-aged man that you get off of someone of the wolf blood. Overall, this is a very confusing situation.
Yeah, I'll share my thoughts with the group. And yeah, I don't understand.
So potentially he might not be, the captain might not be the werewolf then. Maybe it's the brother.
Maybe.
But
And if he covered up, he may be covered enough with the scent.
Oh, that's... I suppose that's possible.
Enough for us to catch. Like, what if his brother just went to him or something? Maybe his brother just turned.
Would it still stay that strong?
I mean, this was literally the day after the crime was committed.
And what's not to say that maybe it triggered something, and maybe if they're wolf-blooded?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, potentially. I guess we need to look into the brother.
Yeah, I agree.
All right.
We should go in careful and make sure we have all the facts before we do anything.
Yeah, I'm gonna just check in with people and let them know where things are, I guess.
So before we go any further, I want you to know that you have additional resources at your disposal. For one, reminder that at any point in time, you can look across the gauntlet into the spirit world from the flesh.
Right.
You can also do the reverse from the other side.
Okay.
Meaning that you don't have to break into his house to spy on him, for example.
Mm-hmm.
All you have to do is break into the reflection of his house. Alternatively, you can...
have to find... Just so we have to find about where he lives and go to that area and then get into the spirit world?
Yep. Or go into the spirit world and track over there, yeah. You can also do other things. There is literally any spirit on the other side except for spirits of humanity. Humans are the only thing that don't have a spiritual reflection. They are a byproduct only, or they create byproducts only. So with that in mind, you can make deals with spirits. Usually they will ask for duties, or essence, or other things to bribe them with. And what you can do with this is you can ask for spirits to do things for you. Things like teach you special gifts, act as spies for you.
Mm-hmm.
You could ask a spirit of surveillance to go and... This is just a thing I'm going to help you out with in the beginning. You can hack people's computers using spirits. Like, you can break into buildings using spirits. You can control people's emotions using spirits. You can get your coworkers fired using spirits.
Okay.
It's very open-ended, but yeah.
Yeah.
Before we
No,
start...
sounds good.
I think we should do the sacred hunt specifically for these two.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay.
Yeah, agreed.
All right. Are you waiting until the evening? It is advisable to wait for the evening to enter the shadow if you're doing that.
The shadow?
The spirit world.
Well, you don't have to enter it to do the Siskar Da.
No, I know, but I'm just saying that if you do go into the spirit world, it is advisable to go at night.
Okay. But so I'm just saying first, before we do any of that, I want to enact the sacred hunt.
All right, so let me just flip. What page is that on?
Good question. I didn't write that down.
It's okay. I've almost got it. Okay. So it is a hunting rite. Yep, there we go. The sacred hunt, the Siskar Da. All right. So in the basement there is a place there where you can enact this hunt. An area in the center of the room that is set up to be a ritual circle. You can do it anywhere, but it's already here, so... How do you go about doing this? I believe that Megan is going to be the right master for this.
Yeah. Well, I'm just reading through it again, and they don't really give a lot of good information. They kind of use examples for this, which is difficult because they're talking about like spirits and stuff, but I know it can be done for other things.
So it looks like the Siskar Da is specifically for hunting down things with a spiritual component, but let me check and see, because it should...
Well, because it just says it binds hunters and prey, and the intended prey during the rite, which can be an individual or a group that does not need to be identified with precise details or names.
Mm-hmm.
And then the rite has 3 effects, specifically specify spirit, but before that they don't. But this needs to be in place for me to use some of my gifts.
So here's what I'm going to decide right now. I'm going to say this is iffy on humans. However, one of them has some type of spiritual ephemera attached to them, being a werewolf. So you wouldn't, I'll say that it works on both of them, but you'll only gain the essence from the one that actually has an essence pool.
Yeah, because I can only actually use the 3rd level of my moon gift if we have Siskar Da condition.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm just looking, because
Well, because aren't some of werewolves, their prey is humans? Like Iron Master,
Yeah, it is.
the prey is human.
Yeah.
So shouldn't that work for the sacred hunt then?
Yeah, I'm going to say yes, because it doesn't...
That's the thing, is like, the actual write-up for the sacred hunt isn't very good for this.
And sacred hunt shows up everywhere in the core.
So what I'm going to just say is that presently we're going to run with this being able to work on anything. It's just that you won't be able to reap essence from the pool of the human. You'll still gain a point of essence on the kill, just from like feeling good about yourself, basically.
Yeah, as long as we gain the condition, honestly, so that I can actually use all of my powers.
That sounds perfect to me.
Because then I can use Relentless Hunter.
Perfect.
No matter how well the prey believes they have secured themselves, the uratha always finds a way.
Cool. That works to me. So how would you prep for this? How do you envision this ritual working?
That's a good question, because they give an example, but it's like a blood talon example.
So you're an Iron Master. What would you do? Just invite everybody to a group chat called the Sacred Hunt?
Oh my god, amazing.
I mean, potentially.
Create a special emoji for it that's just like a dead body.
That's
or a howling wolf.
Silly. I mean, I think we could probably do it in our own basement. And instead of all these very ritualistic kind of not like barbaric, but more simplistic and very spiritually representative that, like, say the Blood Talons would use.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we use more kind of modern items, modern lighting, modern.
Yeah, I have a thought. Like
that.
You know how before you go out to play a game of like soccer or anything, you all do the hands in the center and like
Yeah.
cheer,
Oh my
like
God.
let's go get him.
You do
That's
your
kind of
Yeah.
what my
Woe
brain's
Bundy.
doing.
Maybe something like that, but like she, I don't know, marks you somehow with like, I don't know, cut the pad of your thumb and pull it down your face just so it's like something spiritual, but then
Mm-hmm.
it's all in a very modern element.
What about like the underneath the eyes, like they do for football and stuff like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
sounds good.
Yeah, that sort of thing.
Put on your
So
fake
we're in like
eyebrow.
a little
or fi-
circle in our basement.
Oh my God! Fix your eyebrows with it.
everybody,
Sorry.
everybody contours.
With blood.
That's a little
Ew.
too silly. Come on.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
just want to look like a tough werewolf. But like that, and maybe instead of like some of the silly chants that you get in like girls softball and soccer and stuff like that, like maybe we have a chant that we've worked out
Possibly in
or something on this that we're doing while we
yeah.
go through this, because this is a 10 action sort of rite,
Yeah.
so it's
Well,
going to
now
take
we're
a little
gonna-
while to do.
We're gonna have to work out a chant for next time then.
That's
yeah,
true.
clearly.
But for this time, you do it in the middle of a montage.
Yes.
I'm thinking maybe like a call and answer sort of style one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I
that'd
love
be good.
it.
So
Cool.
very reminiscent of like sport chants, but tough and scary. Low lighting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Put on some mood
Maybe
lighting.
those exposed Edison bulb style lighting.
Oh, definitely.
Very hipster and modern.
Okay,
Mhm.
so
of course we've
what
got those.
what dice pool would you be using for this, Megan?
Let me have a look at this real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Hey Kelly, while she's looking, can I ask you a question?
Yes, of course.
So they say Dex and Athletics in their sample.
What's
Yeah,
the?
you guys talk for a moment and I'll try and figure it out.
Yeah. So I have the right hunting ground,
Mm-hmm.
which is something that I basically do once a season. So I'm assuming I would probably have already done it for this season. Yes.
Let me just check. Sure. If you
Yeah.
want to try it and get the, if you'd rather have just be trying it now, that's also acceptable to me. I'd prefer to do it on camera if possible.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, I can.
The hunting ground, there it is.
It gives us bonuses, is mostly, but it just seems like something that would be in place as like our territory thing.
Sure, I'll say that you could do it.
Yeah.
Yep. So this, what does this do? It gives a +2 to foot chases and tracking while in your territory.
Yeah.
You'll also
And
all
then,
gain.
yeah.
So go ahead and tell everybody what they get bonuses to. They can put like a star next to that.
Sure. So you get a +2 bonus to animal ken, empathy, and politics made on inhabitants of the territory, including human, spirit, or otherwise.
That's pretty dope.
Yeah. And then you get the +2 bonus to foot chases and tracking.
Sorry, animal kin, empathy, and
politics.
politics, and they're all +2s.
They're all
Mhm.
+2s.
Beautiful.
And it's anyone who's considered an inhabitant of the territory.
Okay.
So Kelly might have to specify if we run into people who maybe aren't.
Yep. What you can also do is ask me if it slips my mind, just be like,
Yeah.
"Oh, does this bonus apply?" And then I have to put my money where my mouth is. I would also say that, God, in a city, that's really rough. I feel like
Yeah.
if someone works there, you'd at least get half the bonus because they're spending a third of their life there.
Yeah. Hey.
Because your work is as much home as anything else, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then also, if you happen to have a facet or a right that's affected by, like, territory or whatever, this just, like, I think helps with that. It doesn't give a bonus or anything, but it says certain facets and rights are affected by territory, and I don't know what those are off the top of my head.
I'll double check that.
Yeah, I don't know if there's just something like, say, Megan needing the condition of Siskerda to use some of her gifts. I don't know if hunting ground needs to be active for some other people.
It's probably as gifts of territory or warding.
Probably.
So it'll probably say in the specific gifts.
Yeah, that's what I was
so the
thinking.
gift in specific that I needed, like Sisker Da, is a moon gift. Like, it's actually my cunning, like my new moon gift of level 3.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, it does make sense that for Anaraka that you'd need Sisker Da.
Yeah.
On that note, for Pool, I am kind of thinking that based on the fact that I am like Anaraka leading this, I'd probably be basing it off of stuff like Dex and Stealth.
So how does that work with a call and answer, though?
I'm not sure.
Do you have any...
Because that's the thing, is I don't have presence or like expression stuff. Period. Like, that call and answer was based off kind of being all Iron Masters.
What are your composure and manipulation?
Manipulation is 1, composure is 3.
Okay.
So, because my main gifts are my Dex and Stealth. Because that's how I hunt.
You can give me Dex and Athletics. We can use that.
Sure.
Turn it into a bit of a call and answer dance.
Sure.
Yeah.
Just not quite the same sort of, what was it? Mock hunt that the Blood Talon sample does.
I think that you can kind of do that, right? With people like weaving in and out of each other, whispering in each ears, you know?
Oh, totally. Oh, yeah.
How are we going to get them? You know,
Yeah,
those...
sure.
So, what... Now, it doesn't say in the rules whether or not people can assist. So, I'm going to say they can.
Yeah, because it's a group ritual.
Yeah. So, what's going to happen here, you get a +1 if you're in Dalu form.
Okay.
Okay.
So you get a +1 if all of you are in Dalu. You get a +1 if the Right Master's tribe is symbolically represented in the right. You get a +1 if the totem is involved, which that's easy. You can just have the dog walk around.
Yeah.
You get a +1 if you're wearing or showing symbols that indicate your shared purpose.
I mean, since we've got time and we're doing this in the basement of our den, I think I would manage to do all of that. I'd just be like, no, shut up and sit down. We're doing this.
Cool.
Yeah.
You're going to take a -1 because it's between dawn and dusk.
Okay.
So you're at a +3 for this. What I'd like is, can I get everybody to give me a presence and athletics roll? Christine...
Including me?
No, you're going to roll, adding all of their bonuses to your roll.
Do we all get the +3 or just presence?
You will all get the +3.
Okay.
So presence plus athletics +3?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
I mean, I'm getting a sense looking at the rules that maybe everybody doesn't get a help normally because it only takes a minute to roll, but I don't care.
Well,
I got 4 successes.
It basically is saying Right Masters.
Oh.
Oh, is it?
Well, like, the sample right says the Blood Tile and Right Masters, like, commonly do blah, blah, blah.
Okay.
And it's all about the Right Master.
Well, I'm making everybody roll just to see how into it they are.
Sure.
Sounds good.
I got 2.
How does 5 successes sound?
That sounds pretty good. So everybody's pretty into this.
Yeah.
Megan, can you go...
Brighton's a little, like, iffy because we haven't done a lot of these rights since she's been around.
That's fair.
Okay, so
It's
am I
just-
adding from their rolls?
So you're going to add +4 to your entire roll.
Okay. And then it was going to be Dex and Athletics.
And basically, every roll is going to take a minute.
Okay, I'm just going to take my hand off the keyboard to do this, and I'll get back to you with my roll.
Okay. So real quick, how's everybody doing with this so far?
Pretty good.
Good. Way better than I thought I was gonna be with the voice.
That's good. All right.
Yes, taking me a few
Okay,
minutes
first
to
roll,
kind of get
6
into it.
successes.
Okay, so you're halfway there. Go ahead and give me that roll again at another +4. Or I guess at the
Add
same.
another +4 to it?
No, the same +4.
The same roll, right?
The exact same roll, yeah.
Okay. 1 sec.
She's gonna get like 12 successes. I can already hear it in the other room.
Yeah.
So the dice keep rolling.
Well, when I keep rolling 10s.
Oof.
Someone asked me the other night, well, what are you going to do for dice rolling? Can you trust your players? And I'm like,
Jesus Christ.
if they want to cheat, they'll cheat. Like, they're not going to, and Christine's not going to roll any better off camera than she does on.
Yeah. She already
so
rolls
that's
pretty
8.
Yep.
Yeah, she already rolls fantastically on camera.
That was 8
so.
successes?
I rolled 4 10s in a row.
Okay.
I just kept rolling 10s.
So after 2
I was
minutes...
just like, well, shit.
After 2 minutes of chanting and working the system, you successfully managed to call the spirits and summon the right into you, and you are imbued with the Siskirda to hunt down these errant assholes.
Excellent. Errant assholes are my favorite prey.
Beautiful. I love it.
So about this time, I'm going to say it's probably about 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
Okay.
What do you do for the remainder of the day?
Sorry, how long does this last?
Until it doesn't, I'm pretty sure.
I think it's until we complete it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Here, hold on.
Yeah, it's basically for the duration of the hunt, which is bringing down our intended prey.
Nice.
So until we complete it or fail horribly.
So guys,
Yeah, complete it or die.
Each of
Yeah,
you
pretty much.
gain the following things, okay? So here, I have the card in front of me. So, you all, during this rite, so long as you have to be constantly pursuing your prey, but in the pursuit of this prey, you may choose which lunacy conditions affect humans.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so you also gain the resolution is when the prey is brought down by the pack, or you end the hunt.
Right, okay.
So basically, like, you end the hunt when you rest at this point. So you must actively pursue. If you decide to go to sleep, if you decide to take a break, then you're calling off the hunt.
Okay.
So you'd have to reactivate this. However, you also will each gain a beat if you achieve an exceptional success as an action involving the prey. So now you get exceptional success beats.
Nice.
Okay, cool.
The activation of the ritual does not count for that, but anything afterwards will.
Okay.
So congrats.
Nice.
So I guess we don't really have any downtime because we don't want to accidentally call off the hunt. So we've got to be figuring out who this guy is, where we can find him, where he lives, all sorts of information about him.
Yeah, so this is basically you're on active hunt mode right now. Now this involves the investigative process, that's still fine.
Perfect.
So
I would say we need to find where this Phil lives. We should also probably find the captain.
Yeah.
yeah.
Find both, and then go in the spirit world and investigate tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Kate's gonna reach out to Ross Phillips, our police officer, and just catch him up on more of this information and see what information he can give us.
Okay.
Okay.
So you go ahead and make that call. The phone rings about 3 times before he picks up. Hello? Hello? Kate? Hello? Can you guys still
Can
hear
you
me?
hear me?
I can't hear you.
No, I couldn't hear you, Amy.
Oh, sorry. Can you now?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay. Hey Ross, I know we just saw each other earlier, but
Can't get enough of me, huh?
Funny. There's something
Pretty funny.
off about the captain.
Yeah,
We need
he's
to know
he seemed
anything
pretty
you can
pissed.
tell me. Yeah. There's something going on with him and his brother and that crime scene, and we need to know anything you can about him and his brother. Anything you can tell us. If you have to go do some research, please. But we need to know what's going on with them. They're not right.
Yeah, okay. I'll do some looking, okay?
Okay. We're going on the hunt tonight, so clock's ticking.
Yeah.
Thanks.
You think that the captain's related to...
The scent was there.
What does that mean?
Maybe it's, well, we don't really know. Either he's wolf-blooded, maybe he's been in contact with something, but it smells like wolf, but it's not wolf. It smells like uratha, but isn't uratha.
I don't understand half of what you're saying. I gotta be honest here. So,
just get us what you can, and we'll try and sort it out as fast as we can.
Okay. I'll do my best.
Yeah, and look out for yourself.
I do okay.
Good.
Look out for yourself too. Yeah. Bye.
Bye.
With that, he hangs up, leaving the rest of you. What is everyone else doing?
I want to use my gift of Tireless Hunter, actually.
Okay. Go ahead. What do you need to do? Anything special for that?
I'm trying to look at it, but it's in another tab, so I have to be on radio silent for it. Sorry. Just give me a quick second.
Sure. So while she's doing that, what's what's Brighton doing?
That's what I was just trying to figure out. Because not a lot of what I have is useful for this. But what I was wondering is whether I'd be able to use Know Thy Prey if I do I have to actually be in person, or can I see a picture or something? Because it just says it can be used on any character present whom the uratha can perceive.
So it's as you look upon your prey in the first line.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah, it's right. It's so.
I don't have the book open. I have it written down
okay. As the facet whispers in the ears of the uratha as he looks upon his prey, revealing what others know of it.
Okay.
So that would work.
So,
that's actually a good point. So if you saw a photo or something,
that's
Oh,
I feel like that should count.
It says in the rule right underneath that it has to be against someone in the same room with you.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Any character present, but that means that but that will work if you're looking through the gauntlet at them.
Okay.
Okay, so for Tireless Hunter, I think I just need to spend an essence.
Okay.
And then it lasts a day.
Okay, cool. Done.
Okay, so I'd like to do that, and then I think I'd like to try to use the internet again to figure out a little bit more information, now specifically more on them.
Okay. So, why don't you go ahead and make me an intelligence and computers roll?
Alrighty. Sorry, do I add anything to it or no?
Add a +2 because you have one of the captain is fairly high profile, being a captain. He has shown up in the newspaper several times, and +1 because you have a sense of where you're headed with this. And then I'm just
Perfect.
I'm just looking up your power. Is that a wolf gift?
Yes. Let me see here. It's a gift of hunting.
Okay. And what does it do? Or just ballpark.
Sorry. When you're pursuing the sacred hunt, you ignore the inability to spend willpower. You ignore the need to eat or drink.
Cool. All right. Sounds good. So go ahead.
And I can have up to my purity in fatigue penalties before I actually take it.
Oh, cool.
Which is 3. Yeah.
Damn, that's pretty good. All right, so you'll go ahead and
I
go.
guess I should roll.
So go ahead and make the roll.
Oh, I got
You got what?
a little just one success.
Just one?
Just one.
All right, so you can ask me one question about this. What do you want to know?
Sorry, can I think about it? Just
Sure.
to know from the internet.
So you can either ask me a question or just like give it to me, and I can provide you with one bit of information that would be interesting. So your call.
I like that one. I don't really have a question in mind right now because I can't just be like, where does he live?
So you, well, as a matter of fact, actually, you will go through this and you'll do a bit of research. You'll find that his first name is Mark. Captain Mark Sullivan of the Vancouver Police Department. Now, your territory is no stranger to particularly robberies and breaking and entering and those types of things. And through a quick amount of research, you will actually find a quote from him where he says, "It's really important to me that we keep this neighborhood safe. A lot of good people live here. Hell, I live here. People deserve to be safe. They deserve to have their belongings safe. And we're going to take care of this. You're going to see crime rates lower. You have my word." And that is, of course, in your local area, though. So that is actually in the Mount Pleasant district.
Perfect.
So
okay.
So that also means that that other thing applies to him.
Yeah.
So
Nice.
Yeah, so that's what you could find. His first name's Mark, and he lives in Mount Pleasant.
Okay.
Perfect. I wonder if he's like old enough he's still in the phone book. Maybe not because he's the police officer. I don't know. Idea.
Ooh, someone
Good
just
question.
subscribed to us. Good job.
Yay!
Okay. He is not... There are a lot of Sullivans in the Vancouver phone. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to actually open a tab, and I'm going to look up Mark Sullivan, and if there is a Mark Sullivan... Vancouver phone book.
There's probably a lot.
Probably.
Vancouver, BC. How many Mark Sullivans are there? There is not a Mark Sullivan in Canada 411. There's a JM Sullivan and a Myron Sullivan and a Myrna Sullivan, but no Mark.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. I don't make the rules.
He's one of those cell phone only guys.
I think that cops
Fair
generally
enough.
also kind of remove themselves from phone books because otherwise they get called.
Yeah, I did
That's
see that.
probably true.
But I was willing to
That's
see
fair.
whether or not. I mean, Myrna might be his mom. All right, so let's dance away from any libel from saying that, anybody's the parent of a werewolf. All right, so and then Brighton or Megan, what do you guys want to do while you're on the hunt doing your bit of prep?
Honestly, I don't think there's much Brighton can do.
Okay.
We've kind of gotten. I don't.
Yeah, it's once we get in the field.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'll assist the other two to make sure I'm still staying in the hunt.
Yeah, same.
And I guess just prep, maybe get changed, so I'm in like dark clothing and stuff, so if we do come out into like the real world, I'm not immediately obvious, but also not looking super suspicious.
Yeah. I'll make sure that people, get something to eat before we go so that we're not, hungry on the hunt.
Yeah.
Like actually hungry.
Hungry like the wolf.
I don't need to eat.
Ow.
Oh. Had to complete it.
Yeah.
All right. So what I'm going to say is that some time passes and that you probably, let's say that given what you need to know about the Siskerda and how we enacted it a bit early, we'll say that you did it a bit later in the day, actually.
Okay.
Sure.
So sun sets today because we're still on February 22nd, I believe.
Yeah.
So at 5:45. Oh, no, sorry. We're on the 23rd. So probably 5:48. So just before 6 o'clock, the sun begins to set across the horizon, plunging the Vancouver skyline into purple hues and darkness. You stand in the basement, prepared. And so you're going to go into the shadow?
Yeah, I think so.
I thought we were going to wait until we kind of knew where we were going.
Then tell me what you're doing as the sun begins to crest.
Well, because we need.
Like, have we found an address?
No.
Well, that was one, is having found an address, and the other was crossing over. It's easier if we do it here,
and less dangerous as well.
And less.
It's actually
also Kelly.
This is the only place you can cross over. Actually.
Oh well, there we go.
You can only cross over at locuses. But yes, Claire or Kate.
Yeah, I couldn't remember between first and second edition. I think they changed that.
So, when we tasted the blood from the crime scene, and we were able to tell which direction the prey was, or the individual was, is that still in effect?
It is permanently in effect forever.
Yeah.
So, does that also work in the shadow?
It doesn't say it doesn't.
Cool. In that case, we don't really need to know. We can cross over now and head.
So since the worlds are basically mirror images laid on top of each other, I'm going to say that for werewolf senses, it would still urge you in that direction.
Okay.
Yeah, perfect.
I'll say in this case it does for sure. Maybe not in the future, but this is very strong, angry werewolf blood, so.
Okay. So if we've got Siskerda in effect, then I'm going to throw up Relentless Hunter before we leave. That's just one essence, instant action. Duration is the full duration of Siskerda.
Okay.
All right. Right. So, what do you do?
I think Kate's gonna shift down to Urhan to track better.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I'll do the same because that's.
with the sound of your bones milling inside of your skeleton, or pardon me, your bones in your skeleton, sorry. With your bones milling inside of your flesh, you will slowly shift and pop down into your wolf form. Your clothes melding into your flesh, your fur covering your frame.
Kate's gonna shake herself vigorously.
Yeah.
All right. What do the other two of you do?
Well, I think if you guys are going Urhan, you've got the bonus on perception. I'm gonna go into Urshel.
All right. So,
Okay.
and then Claire
Oh, I'll go into Dalu.
into Dalu. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you will feel your bones begin to elongate as you shift up into your near man form, gaining a full foot. You're almost 6.5 feet tall right now.
Nice.
Gazing
Wait,
down.
how long does this last?
How long
Is it
does-
just you can go into it until you go out?
Yep.
I couldn't remember if something had been said about that, so I just wanted to
So
check.
at your current level of harmony, you can. It takes an action to do it, or a point of essence to reflexively do it, and you can live in whatever form you want, except for Garu.
Actually, y'all are way faster than me at the moment.
This is true.
Maybe I will also go into Urshel instead. Just because I don't.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'll just keep my speed down to you guys. That's fine. I'm not very good at investigation, so it would make more sense for people who maybe have more in that to do that and have the higher bonus. So, up to you.
I'll stay with Dalu. Sorry.
And besides, it's got a good dex bonus, which is great for stealth.
Okay.
Mhm.
All right. So you're deciding to shift down into wolf form as well, Claire?
Yeah, sure. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So the four of you hit the ground on all fours, shaking off into your forms. The locust stays in front of you, and through it you can see the outline of your totem staring at you with its black, glinting eyes like the moonlight striking a slick of oil. Do you cross over into the shadow?
Yep.
All
Brighton
right.
follows a little bit behind the others. She waits for somebody else to go through first, but
All right.
Claire's going right in.
Yeah, I'll go through.
Okay, so I'm just
Megan
gonna...
does not hesitate.
So I don't believe that there is a roll we need to do anymore. Crossing over.
I don't think so, because I think before, that's why I was confused, is first edition,
There
you
was a
could
lot
cross
of
anywhere,
rolling.
but you had a roll.
Well, you always you always had to cross as a locust, but you still had to roll a huge dice pool to do it, and it was really frustrating. You also had to roll every time you shapeshifted.
Yeah.
And they've really streamlined a lot of that in second edition. So, what we're gonna do is we're just gonna have you cross over. Sorry for the pause here. I just want to make sure.
Pause.
Yeah.
Oh!
So I don't have the roll right in front of me. If you do have to do a roll to cross over, I'm gonna say that for this purpose, you're in your locus, and you're not under stress.
Yeah, I found it if you want.
Oh, did you? What is it?
It's under reaching, so page 100.
So keep that page open because we're gonna need it if you try to look across again.
Yeah, so normally werewolves need to reach at a locus. The dice pool depends on which direction the werewolf is traveling. To enter the world of spirit, roll 10 minus harmony.
Okay, I'm gonna say that for this, we're not gonna roll for this
Cool, yeah.
because you guys are on the sacred hunt. You are no more getting stuck in the gauntlet. That would be a
Oh
plot.
my god.
That used to be a thing in Werewolf the Apocalypse. You could get stuck, and you could botch, and when you were crossing over, and then half of you crosses over.
Oh no.
Oh shit.
And then suddenly,
I prefer not that.
there are 2 wolves
let's not do
inside of
that.
you. Sorry for the transporter malfunction.
Oh no.
Yeah, apparently if you have Harmony 3 or lower, you do not require a locust to enter the shadow.
Yep, because it
You're
sucks
so-
you back in.
Scary.
You're so spirit.
You cross over. And as you do, you feel the shiver of the spirit world as the gauntlet washes over you like a rain of static and ozone. You come out the other side, and in the basement, the reflection of the basement here is a yawning cave. All of the light that exists in the shadow is in swirling purples and blues, lit only overhead by Mother Luna's face, right now, a slowly growing crescent. You can still see the old copper stills in front of you, looming, their spirits sleeping. The stairwell out of the basement is a winding, wall-hugging series of jagged teeth that run to the main floor. And standing in front of you is the black dog, your totem, Ubatu. About the size of a wolf, its fur is sleek like an oil slick. It has keen eyes that watch you. And unlike you, its ears are bent and flop over down beside either of its cheeks.
Can I walk up and boop noses with it?
Kate will greet it.
Like that greeting that dogs do?
It will
Yeah.
boop noses back. Boop.
Yay.
Aw.
Excellent.
Do we hunt now? It says in
Yes.
very thick first tongue.
We hunt.
We commute.
Megan will growl.
Commune.
All yes back.
Yes. Communicate the equivalent of Wolfie. Yes. Much.
So, and just to make sure that it's clear, in human form, in Hishu, you can speak. You can do very, very poor first tongue. In Dalu, you can speak accented first tongue. Garu is actually what you would be best at first tongue if you could actually speak in that form. Your mouth, that's what the mouth that's designed to speak the first language. Urhan and Urshel can speak first tongue as well, which is pretty trippy. Urkhan cannot speak at all, more than a dog can, but you can communicate basic thoughts still. So excited
Sweet.
yips and body language and sense and things like that. Perfect.
All right. Megan will growl out a yes then in Urshel.
Okay. And with that, do you begin the hunt?
Yeah.
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 Okay, so what I would like you to do is we are going to work as a team. Who is going to be the leader on this hunt? All of you have tasted the blood?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think so, yes.
So this is going to be a wits and investigation roll, but you will be getting your perception bonuses. Well, I'm going to turn this over to you. Should this be a perception roll, or should this be an investigation roll? Or should it be a survival roll to track?
Maybe perception until we get close.
Yeah.
Perception to try and figure out the right area, and then investigation once we're there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that one.
Yeah, that makes
Potentially.
sense.
Okay, so go ahead and do that. Remember that you are using your modified rolls.
Yeah.
Which are, you are using Primal Urge plus your perception roll plus an Urshel plus 3. So Primal Urge plus 3 plus your Wits and Composure.
And then for us in Urhan, it's +4 from the perception.
Plus 3 for the perception. You're right. It is
If
plus
we're
4.
in Urhan.
I was looking at
Mhm.
Urshel. My
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah, because there's a mix of us, so. Which means I'm rolling 10 dice.
Woohoo, me too.
I thought all of you were in Urhan right now.
Nope.
No,
somewhat
I'm in
Urshel.
Urshel.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah,
you'll
most
only.
of us are though.
So if you're in Urshel, you'll only add a +3 instead of the +4, but it's still pretty
Yep.
high. All right. So who is primary?
So if it's a wits and composure roll plus primal urge plus my perception extra, I'm at 10 dice.
So am I.
But I think we're all kind of at that. So
Yeah, but I kind of vote for
Personal.
Christine because Christine's rolls.
Yeah.
It's true.
Okay. So everyone except for Megan, roll first. Go.
Okay.
So while they're rolling, thanks for tuning in. We appreciate it. Hope you guys are having an okay time during this strange period of the world, and that everybody is staying safe and enjoying their social isolation as much as we're kind of are.
Jesus.
Oh,
So I got 2.
okay.
Yeah, I got 2 as well.
Hold on.
I
It's
like
alright.
yeeted the dice though. It's gone.
I got 9.
Jesus.
Oh my god.
That's a beat for her, right?
Yes. Yeah, that's a beat. Christine.
It's cause I pimped
Yes.
Christine. It's like
Yeah,
I
it's
guess
like some luck for you
roll-
too. Here you go.
So
Enjoy
you're gonna
that.
roll. Your grand total on this is going to be 23 dice.
Oh my god.
Okay, I'm gonna need more dice.
you're welcome.
Do you want? Well, I can throw more dice at you. Come into the room.
Oh, I forgot about my
I've
pack
got more
dynamics
dice.
thing.
Okay.
Okay.
Anytime I participate in a teamwork action with our pack, I add +3 dice to my rolls.
Add 3 dice right now, then.
Okay.
And guys, I believe Claire, your gift gave +2 to tracking as well, didn't it?
Did it? Let me.
My right gave +2 to tracking.
Okay, and that's anybody in your territory. So everybody, Megan, don't roll yet. And if you did roll, just you'll be rolling more dice.
Oh, I haven't yet.
Everybody roll 2 more dice.
Oh, jeez.
Brighton, roll 2 more. Kate, roll 5 more.
5 more?
2,
On top of?
the 3 and the 2.
Okay, so I already rolled those 3,
Okay.
and now I'm adding 2
Yeah.
more. Okay.
I got 1 more success.
Okay.
I got 2 more successes here, so I've got a total of 4.
Okay.
I got 1 more success as well.
Okay, so that's 4 more successes total. Megan, you are rolling 27 dice.
Oh my god.
This is where the system falls apart, though, because she's going to roll 2 successes.
No.
Could add some
I don't know
willpower
about
to that.
That would be weird.
That is the story of whenever I used to play with my ex-girlfriend. That's what she would roll. She'd have like 20 dice, and she'd roll 1 success.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm gonna try this out, and I can't hold down the space key so you can hear the sheer amount of dice, but just imagine it.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, I have a question while she's rolling and figuring
Yes.
things out.
Yes, you may.
Because my gift says that I ignore the fact that I can't spend willpower during the sacred hunt, or I guess we cannot spend willpower during the sacred hunt.
So,
Like a question statement.
so no, I think, is that something you wrote down?
No, maybe it's an outdated website.
So what I see it being, and let me just flip over to that, is that if there was something that prevented you from spending willpower, you ignore it.
Okay.
You also ignore any conditions that would prevent you from spending willpower. So if someone struck you with like depression or something. So basically, like,
Okay.
you're too determined for your own good.
Super determined. Gotcha.
You are filled with determination.
Oh, I'm filled with determination.
It's true. All right. So as you pick up the scent, you sniff the air and immediately gain a sense of which direction.
That'll be 15 successes. Thank you very much.
All right, everybody take a beat.
Yay!
Christine, take 2 beats for this. Jen, take 2 beats for your contribution, but everybody take 1.
Yeah.
Because you contributed to 15 successes.
Thanks.
So, as you sniff, it's like watching a vapor trail form in front of you. You follow the drips of crimson that float like clouds in front of you and run up the stairwell and out into the mirror image of Vancouver. The place is awash with spirits, and as you run, you will pass many of them. A large corner store beckons you inside, its doors opening and shutting seductively over the sound of a jingling bell. You can see hundreds and hundreds of items inside, all at slashed prices or free. As you run by, you see a spirit that looks like it's made of crumpled dollar bills and loony coins roll forward, slowly ambling its way like a stick figure. But perhaps you know better. As it steps through the front door, they shut, and the building convulses like an anglerfish swallowing its meal. You continue onward, running down... running down the street. You pass by and see where the electric worms crawl overhead along the bridges of ephemera. What are sky trains, here are the electric horses. The sound of thunderous hooves pulling these worms down their tracks. Along the blasted streets, you will see these long, strange renditions of what a sports car would be. The perfect Lamborghini, the perfect Tesla, crawling on the concrete, their talons that jut out of their wheels, digging in, striking blood, that they tear up the scabulous flesh of the highway system and road system. As you run overhead, you will hear as the voice of a familiar spirit to Brighton, your watching friend, the crow with the head of the security camera, looks down at you. But across from it, you can see that there are dozens and dozens of other inky blotches of feathers that fly around, circling you. The Eye Eaters. That's what they're known as in the first tongue. As you're going, you find yourself running through curtains of these strange floating motes of wet. In the first tongue, you know these spirits of rain to be called the sky piss. Birthed from clouds, these motes tumble to the ground, where they eventually will form into others. As you rush by, one of them lashes out and slaps at your legs, the lapping leg biter. And waiting as you leap over a particularly large pothole, the street lake gurgles and continues its slumber, slowly working to erode away the concrete and consume the shell of a forgotten car. But before long, you're there. You're standing at the base of a building, itself awake and staring down at you with its ephemeral eyes. It's a bank. At least it would be. The reflection of this being, this creature, looks down at you, and you can smell that your prey is on the inside of it, across the world. Across into the other world, I should say. And one moment, please, because they actually have a write-up for these guys, and I want to use them. You're not allowed to get sick.
I'm not sick.
Good.
I promise.
Well, that was easy.
I haven't seen an actual human being, except in video, for a week.
That's cool.
The building in front of you, it looms overhead. It has Corinthian columns out front of it that are made of stacks of toonies. Its walls are carved out of banknotes and $10, $20, $50 bills. And as it looms overhead and breathes down at you, you can smell the slight tinge of sweet maple syrup. For those of you who are watching from not Canada, our $50 bills and $100 bills smell vaguely of maple syrup. It's not supposed to, but it's something from the printing process. It smells sweet, and everyone associates it with maple syrup because, oh, Canada.
Very funny.
Canada.
Yep.
So this is where we think it is?
You can smell that he's inside of its reflection.
Okay.
Customers, the building says down at you. Are
Kate
you
will
passing through.
swish her tail and sniff.
opening an account?
Not at the moment.
Oh yeah, I can't talk.
Making a deposit? You can shift up into Urshel and talk as... yes, Urshel.
I'll wait on that.
So this seems like he's in an actual bank at the moment.
He's probably in the spiritual reflection of this bank, which looks like it's like Van City.
Okay.
Actually, no, this would be a
So-
real bank, not a credit union, because I don't think credit unions would have spirits. So this is going to be the reflection of a Bank of Montreal.
Okay. So potentially then that means he either works there or will be leaving soon. Because it's not that late in the evening.
It's about 6 o'clock, yeah, so...
We can glimpse across, right?
Yes, you can. So reaching. To reach
Yeah,
across,
I'll do
you are going to make a... I have so many tags in this book. It's ridiculous. Toxin... Tracking, sense, reaching. I had it tagged. There we go. So... I'm actually having trouble finding it. One moment. So it's not in the reaching section. So I believe you can. Like that, I just read that last time we played. Yeah, I'm just gonna look this up real quick. So gauntlet. Manipulation, gauntlet. See shadow gauntlet. Thanks, Chronicles of Darkness. So all around the 60s. Okay. 67. Raising your hackles. That doesn't. Jen, can you do a quick search in your book if you've got it?
Yeah. Oops.
Totem. Oh, hold on. There we go. A werewolf can only send her form's default senses. So that means, basically whatever your main sense on whatever form it is. So if you're a wolf, that would be your nose, if it's, or your ears. You can either smell or hear in either see, smell, or hear.
So I would probably go with hearing or smelling.
So you can send some but not all, but a -2 to perception applies then. And so what do you have to roll for that? So just an instant to do it. You can send any of your senses across.
So I don't need to actually roll anything?
Nope. So the only thing is that you will take a penalty to perception rolls to look across based on the gauntlet strength, which here is a -3.
Oh.
Okay.
So anybody who'd like to can go ahead and look across, but honestly, with you guys had 15 successes on this hunt roll.
Yeah.
If you cast your nose across, you will smell whatever it is inside of the building and is coming out.
So he's leaving.
Do you cast your eyes across as well? Because
I was gonna just do smell or hear. Probably smell.
Oh, that's what they mean by default sense. Okay, so you can, so that by default sense they mean that you can't just put your wolf scent across while you're in human form. I don't know why they felt the need to
Specify
say
like
that.
that.
Maybe it's for the gifts where you can pick different form parts.
Oh, that could be, yeah.
But
That
it
would make
seems
sense.
a little persnickety. So you can put your eyes across as well. You'll just be nearsighted like a wolf.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So my penalty is -3.
Don't worry about rolling actually, because you guys had a +50. You know what? Tell you what. You can go ahead and give me the roll at a -3, because this might help.
Okay.
You might get an exceptional success.
That's my normal perception, just -3.
It's your perception in this form. So don't forget to add your primal urge plus your form's perception bonus.
Yeah.
-3.
+4 for my perception, primal urge +2,
Okay,
and then it's like 4. So then I subtract 3 after that.
Yeah. That's pretty good. So that's yeah. Anybody else who would like to do that can go ahead.
Okay.
I got a streak of white.
Yeah, sure, I guess. So it's just perception -3?
Oh, and it's perception -3, but everybody add +2 because of Jen's ritual.
Okay.
Right.
Because that thing
And
is
this
I'm
is not an
helping.
investigation roll, it's just a perception?
it's just a perception roll.
Okay, so I do not get 9 again.
You do not.
I got 3 successes.
Okay.
It's a big ol' 1 from me.
Okay, that's good. Good.
Yeah, I didn't get any.
Six.
All right, take a beat, Megan.
Sorry.
So
This is starting to feel a bit bad. Like, legit, guys who are listening, I am not cheating on this. I just roll crazy with 10-sided dice for some reason.
she's
You
not
just roll crazy in general.
she's not very good at D&D, but she's great at World of Darkness games.
Yeah,
Even
exactly.
your D&D
D20s don't roll
games.
great for me. That's because I have +8, Amy.
Yeah, but just compared to my
I
usual
statted
rolls.
out. Like, even
Or
when I'm
I'm
getting
cursed.
a 16, because I rolled really low and added 8 to it.
Yeah.
But here, for some reason, the D10s love me. So, I don't know.
Okay.
It's
So glancing across, you will be able to pick up the scent. all except for Claire, who glances across and then is suddenly distracted by the looming bank, who leans over you and a very deep voice that is slightly accented with a Quebecois first tongue. Hello, are you not going to come in and open an account?
Oh.
Come, we have great interest rates. You could make something of yourself, tiny wolf.
Oh.
The rest of you are going to look across and we'll see Mark Sullivan walking out of the bank, putting some cash from the ATM into his wallet.
Okay. That's Mark, the
captain.
police guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Can we keep tabs on him from now on?
Yes, you can.
Like through it? Perfect.
Yep. So any of you can just choose to leave 1 sense across. You'll just take a -2, a cumulative -2 to the -3, so a total of -5 to all perception rolls while you're doing it. But you can split your senses across.
Okay. So we've got an eye on him, but now we need to find his brother.
So who is looking across with their ears? Or who's listening across?
I think we were all looking.
Anything extra to have done that?
No, you basically could have just done it all at once.
Yeah, if it doesn't cost anything extra, no extra like minuses, then I'd just do it.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, that's fair. Yeah.
Might as well get all the information I can.
coincidentally, as you are looking across, you will see that he reaches into his pocket and pulls out a cell phone. You can hear the ringing sound on the other side, a pretty basic ringtone, and he holds it up to his ear. Hello? Yeah. No, I want you to come over tonight. We have to talk. Yeah, no, it's important. No, you're gonna be there. My place. Be there by 7. I don't care what you're doing. This is important. I took care of your problem. Yeah. No, I'm not talking over the phone. 7 o'clock.
Okay, so follow the captain.
Oh, dang.
Yep.
So we might as well just follow him to his home then.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
All right.
I was gonna ask, since we're in wolf form and looking across and listening, would we by chance at least maybe not get all of the words coming through the phone, but some of them, or a voice with heightened like wolf ears?
So if you would have been able to hear that as well, yeah.
I mean like the voice on the other side of the phone. So
that's a
the
good
responses, whether or not it's male he's talking to.
It's a male voice.
Yeah.
So you definitely would hear male. It sounds younger, weaker.
Mm-hmm.
And it sounds deferential. Kind of whiny.
So is it safe to assume this might be the brother?
It definitely sounds like that type of dynamic when you're listening in.
Okay.
You continue to follow them?
Yeah.
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 All right.
Yes.
And you walk down these streets, and as you do, there on the corner between these bisecting fleshy roads is a very familiar smell. Earthy. It assaults your nose from inside. The smell of grinding beans and hot leaves. In fact, in front of you, a pile of beans with small legs darting out, like coffee beans with cockroach legs, form into the shape of a small child and lean toward you. Hey, you. Park you up. Come on in. Come on in. We'll perk you up. We'll perk you up. Next to them, a similar-sized being made of pulped leaf leans forward. Perhaps you'd like something more subtle? Come in.
If any of them get too close to Kate, she's just gonna like do the teeth baring thing, but not any real aggression, just the back off.
Okay. As you do so, they're going to scurry back inside of the cave that's kind of vaguely shaped like a Blend's coffee. The same color scheme glowing through a pair of darted eyes. Around the corner, you will turn and see that there are a number of spirits that are chained inside of the open, yawning window of one building. The building itself is alive, a spirit, but these spirits are chained inside of its mouth, their throats lashed with silvery chains to all sorts of, it looks like torture equipment. They're running on moving platforms, they're grinding wheels. Out in front, you step forward and a wolf approaches you. Rounding the corner, it looks just like Brighton. Except its flesh is scabby, its skin is saggy, its eyes are dull. And it speaks in a sharp first tongue. This is what you look like now. Be powerful. Join us, and we will make you powerful.
I will dart forward, lunge, and growl and snap my teeth in its face.
All right. Can you go ahead and make me a presence plus intimidation?
Okay. One.
You say you got one success?
I haven't said anything yet. I said 1 second.
Oh, okay. I heard the one, and I thought that was one success. Three successes. It is actually going to jerk and scramble backwards. Its flesh is going to glitter and change, and you'll see that it actually isn't made of fur or flesh. It's made of broken mirror shards.
I'm guessing a gym.
It's going to shudder and back away, and is actually going to almost collide with Kate. Kate, what would you like to do?
Snarl and bite, like snap at it.
Okay, you going to make an attack?
Not like an actual attack, one of those warning ones.
Sure, go ahead and give me a presence and intimidation roll as well.
Excellent.
Because you didn't get one on the coffee beans, so. The coffee beans were far less aggressive, though. You will recognize that the spirit, if you would know it, the spirit that you are standing in front of is a rebirth house in first tongue. And this thing in front of you is called a lying mirror.
Right. 2 successes.
2 successes. Add +1, by the way, because you'll have the teamwork thing. Roll one more die.
It didn't get me anything.
Okay. So it bumps into you and you will snap, and it's going to run and scream back inside of the building with the other spirits that are working on the wheels. And the street is clear again.
I get +3 for the pack dynamics.
All right. Roll 2 more.
Okay. Nah, nothing new.
Okay. All right. They will surge over. It will surge back inside and hide. And As you are continuing, you'll start to move in these areas where you'll see the spiritual reflection of houses. Some of them bigger, all of them artificial. The ground in front of you is incredibly false on many of these, like astroturf. The houses themselves seem magnificent, and yet at the same point hollow, as if they're grand and they seem like they're worth a lot, but there's nothing to them. A perfect reflection of Vancouver's real estate market. The houses seem made of silvers and golds and platinums and pearls, most of them asleep. Can I get a perception roll off of everyone who's here, just to see if you notice anything in the environment? And remember that if you are still following with a sense through the gauntlet, you are at a minus 2 to all local perception rolls.
Okay.
So I would have
Do we
pulled
also-
mine back to me.
Sure.
Yeah.
Do we still get the +2 for tracking stuff, or is this separate?
This is separate. This is not your dedicated.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna have kept my nose across the gauntlet, whatnot.
Okay, so you're at a -2 then?
I got one.
Okay.
3 for Kate.
Nice.
3 for Megan.
Okay. Is that everybody?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it was 1133.
Okay, cool. I wasn't sure if you or Claire, one of you hadn't heard the number, and I didn't know which one. As you follow the scent, you will come to a fairly large house up on a slight rise. The walls are peeling blue. The banisters are thick white beams. It is vaguely Tudor in its construction. And as you look at it, you will see something that you hadn't expected. Scratched onto the wood of the fence outside is one of Val's marks.
Oh.
Well, shit.
She used to leave these scratches, these marks, to designate the totem as well, of course. Your promise to mark anything that you claimed as yours or anything that you had power over.
So she claimed this house?
Or
What's in it?
Or the people in it?
so this is what you're going to come to.
Huh.
Now, who got 3 successes?
I did.
Okay, and Megan
Kate
did as
did.
well.
Yeah.
As well,
I did as well.
Now this scratch is not fresh, obviously. It looks like it's a few. She's carved it into the fence outside, and the cut that she left has scabbed over. You can see there's a bit of weeping pus around the edge of this wood. This gritty, fleshy scab that has long since found purchase on the wound that she created with a claw. You've never seen wood bleed before. But in the distance, the two of you will hear the sound of coughing. a chorus, almost like birds rising to the sky, but a few blocks away, the sound of dozens and dozens of coughs in a choir. Next to you, Ubatu, your totem, will raise his head, look around, and notice the scabbous mark on the side of the fence as you notice it. What does it mean?
She's claimed something around here as her own. What it is, I'm not sure yet. Do you have any idea, perhaps?
Sparks the Iron kept her own counsel. And since she took you pups, she's asked me to watch you. What do we do?
We investigate.
We'll investigate and wait for the meeting to happen.
We find out what she wanted here.
So what do you do?
I think we scope out and wait for the people to arrive, I guess.
Okay. So, some time passes. You keep your eyes across and you watch and wait. And within a half hour, a small, cramped car with, it looks like a Pinto or a Geo, one of those short coupes with the hatchbacks, pulls up, a rusted wheel well and missing hubcap. And a man who looks like the photo that you found earlier, Claire, will wander out, adjusting himself and slowly make his way up the steps. He goes to knock at the door, but before his hands can rap against the wood, the door swings open violently. It took you long enough. And Mark Sullivan grabs his brother by the back of the neck and pulls him inside, shutting and locking the door behind him.
So, were we able to go inside the house in the shadow side?
If you'd like to try to, yes, you could.
Okay, because I would have wanted to actually get in there and look around.
Okay. So, is anybody staying outside to watch the street?
Yeah, I'll stay outside to watch the street.
Okay. So
I'm gonna go in.
Okay. And what about Claire?
Claire will stay outside with Brighton so that we're not separate.
Okay. So this is what you two will see from the outside then. As you are waiting out there, Ubatu is going to do some loops around the area, doing larger swaths. And as you are watching and this happens, you'll see that a flock of those eye eaters, the crow spirits, has found purchase on the electric wires that crisscross the trees of the neighborhood and on the roof of this house. They occasionally will crow down at you, and the dog spirit will leap up and try to snap at them from the ground. Noisy, he'll say to you, kind of trying to excuse his behavior.
Claire will nod in agreement.
Such a good dog.
Such a good boy.
Such a good boy.
Such a good totem. All right.
I'm just sad reflection is downstairs.
I know. But we'll be able to see him soon.
Mm-hmm.
So as you other two make your way inside of the house, you'll be able to force your way in. The doors will break open easily.
I think I can use my gift to literally just bump up against it and unlock everything.
All right, then that works too.
Yeah.
I was going to say, if there's anything that we have to overcome, I've got bonuses to that because of Relentless Hunter.
Are you staying?
Yeah.
Are you staying in Urshel?
I think so.
I'm staying in Urhan for the time being.
Now, as you slink in through the door, you will find that this house is not empty. And as you slink in through the front door, immediately you will see that there is a tall figure wandering through the area that would be the kitchen. Is
it a spirit?
It is a spirit, yes. Incredibly long-limbed. Its hands almost dragging on the floor at the knuckles. It doesn't seem to notice you at first, but I'd like you, if you want to stay stealthy, to make a dexterity and stealth roll.
Okay, I'll do that.
I will also activate Slip Away.
Okay.
It's instant, duration's the scene, cost an essence. Any character who perceives or interacts with the uratha while this faucet is active finds it extremely hard to remember her presence.
Okay.
I can spend willpower, right?
Yes, you can. That's plus 3 dice.
Okay.
And it's dex and stealth?
Dexterity and stealth.
Sweet.
This creature that you're seeing in front of you is almost 10 feet tall, so tall that it has to bow to not hit its head on the roof. Its arms hang down from 9-foot tall shoulders. Its legs are the size of a normal man's. Its body is colored bright blue, and you can see that its chest is adorned with gold stars.
What?
Each of its hands is shaped like a long pistol.
Oh.
It looks like the Slender Man version of a police officer.
By the way, would I've forgotten what these are called. The accessories to skill?
Specialties.
Specialties. Hiding in plain sight.
That's a plus 1.
Okay.
So I got 3 successes.
Jesus bloody Christ. I'll let you know when I stop rolling 10s.
Jesus.
That would be 14 successes.
What the shit?
I started with 11 dice, okay? And I've got 9 again.
I guess.
Okay, I started with
That's
4
true.
dice.
Okay, you're gonna take a beat.
I will remind you I have fading also as a merit, so that
Amy, did you remember to
time-
give Kate her bonuses for being in a different form?
Oh no, I don't think I did.
So your physical stats change. If you're in Urfon,
Yeah, I get 2 more dice, I think.
that's going to be important right now, so roll those.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, so I'll
And
just
I
remind
had
you
3
that
successes
fading,
already, but yeah.
I'm sorry, can you repeat
Each
that?
time an individual fails.
So Kate got 3 successes total.
Okay, so continue please, Christine.
Each time an individual fails to notice my character in a scene, all future attempts in that same scene suffer a cumulative -1.
Okay.
So every time they fail to notice me, it's an extra -1.
Well, it's lucky that I got 15 successes.
Oh my god.
I absolutely did not.
Oh, okay. I was like, oh my god.
Still, it makes it easier and easier every time I have to do it.
So you will quickly dart across the floor and find purchase behind what would be... It's kind of a warm box in the wall. Kind of... It looks like a slumbering coal furnace that you imagine is probably a stove. You'll find a hiding spot on the other side, quickly curling your tail inside. And you as well, Kate, are going to slink across the floor, moving quickly. But as you do, there will be a rattle and something will fall off of a shelf behind you.
Oh no.
The figure will stop its motion, turn, and will turn its gaze in your direction, and you can see that its eyes are spotlights. Who's there? Stop. You are trespassing. That is against the law.
Oh boy.
Is it a security camera?
You honestly, it looks like a police officer stretched out to 10 feet tall and about 3 to 4 inches thick at the limbs. So I don't know. You heard my description earlier? Ooh. So just one moment. So sorry guys, just one moment. My input just died, so I have to recalibrate everything real quick. Boop. Okay, test. Okay, hear that. Can you guys talk a little bit? Okay, so that's not working anymore. Okay, I can hear you now. So just one moment while I reset the recording. Talk?
Hello.
Okay.
Hi.
Okay, sorry about that. My Bluetooth has been having problems connecting to some of my equipment recently, so it just died and I lost all your audio. So do you need me to describe this figure again?
I don't think so.
No, I think we've got the description. Amy just asked if it actually has her in its spotlight or not.
It will have caught just the edge of your tail as you dart across.
Okay, so she's just gonna not move and she's gonna try and be as quiet as she can.
Stop. I'm giving you to the count of 3. 1.
Is there anything I can do against this? Like a roll? Anything to distract it?
Yeah, absolutely. You can literally do anything. It is standing across a kitchen, looking over in your direction. You have kind of hidden behind the stove, and I'm gonna say in an island. It's kind of in the middle of the room. It is looking at the far door, about 5 feet from you.
Okay.
So you, with your roll, could probably sneak around and try to distract it. You could attack it.
Okay, do I have any sense of what this is a representation of?
You think that it's probably law or authority.
Okay, so it's just kind of something he has?
It's something that would follow him around, yes.
Okay, so a representation of what he is kind of in.
So not him specifically, though.
No,
so people collect spirits.
I'm not getting it across very well, but yeah.
So very much so that
wouldn't necessarily be able to communicate with him.
No, but it might urge him, and like it might feed off of the energy that he produces.
Okay.
So the more authoritarian he is, the happier this thing is to be around him.
Okay.
So what do you do? In fact, why don't we go to initiative?
Okay.
Do you want us outside to roll too? Or?
I would like you to, because you're going to hear stuff. So that is going to be, you are going to roll 1d10 plus your dexterity and your composure. I remember those forms are different.
Okay.
Are you rolling all that? Because we have an initiative, like, add at the back. Are we actually rolling that many dice, or?
No, you roll 1 dice and add that score to it.
Okay, so add the initiative score from Urshel.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
And,
so I rolled a 1. So that's a 6.
That's good. That's good. It could be worse.
Yeah.
16.
No, 8.
Could have been better.
Okay, so just one moment while I grab. Let's see. Apathy. Reactions. Here we go.
And 10s explode, right?
Yes, they do.
Yes.
Oh, jeez.
Oh my
I-
god.
Awesome.
This
Initiative.
dice, I switched my dice roller, and this one's rolling a lot of 10s for me.
If it works.
I mean, at least I'm not alone.
Yeah,
I
right.
was starting to feel a little weird about this.
Okay, so
You guys should do this all the time.
who has above a 20?
Me.
Okay.
Hold on, I've got to figure out what it is.
No, you know what? It's above 20. I don't know if you do.
Fair. But I want to tell the viewers
Nice.
at home.
Okay.
27.
Jesus.
I'm gonna give you a beat. I'm gonna give you a
Nice.
beat for that.
I rolled a 10 and then a 9, and I have a 8.
I'm gonna give you a beat for that just to be nice.
Very nice. Very nice.
Okay, who has 15 or above?
I do. 16.
Okay, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11. I just forgot about your totem. So,
Oh yeah.
bought 2. Okay, what'd you get, Claire?
I have an 8.
And what did you get, Brighton?
Uh,
Oh, sorry.
Oh,
What'd you get, Kate?
yeah.
6 total. I rolled a 1.
I think
All right.
Woo.
So outside of the building, as you watch this scene unfold, you can see that there are these small motish spirits clinging to the younger brother as he walks into the building. They kind of look like gray slugs. They just kind of remind you of laziness, and they smell vaguely of stale chips and pot as they pass you.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah, maybe spirits of apathy or something like that. Christine, Megan goes first inside of the house.
Okay. How tough does this thing look? Like, do I think I could take it?
No way of knowing,
Okay.
but it looks like there's only one of them.
I don't know what to do.
Yeah, me neither.
Well, you're breaking into something's den. But remember, this is your territory overall. So long as you pay the spirits respect, there's no wrong answer. If you attack a spirit unwarranted, you may lose some harmony. Or actually, you may gain some harmony in this case because you're acting like a human.
How often can I spend essence? Is it per turn or per scene?
Per turn.
Okay. I'm gonna spend then to activate Feed of Mist, which is a gift of evasion.
Okay.
All trace of her passing simply disappears. She might as well not exist.
Okay. And is that a reflexive?
Instant.
Okay, so that'll take your action.
Duration. Yeah.
All right. So with that, the creature is going to lurch and step around the corner, craning its long neck, and is going to take a look at where Kate is. Say 2, 1, and is going to extend. It's going to extend its arm in your direction. The totem is not going to do anything. Kate, what do you do? It's holding its action.
If we claim this territory, can I argue that we're not trespassing?
You can definitely make me the argument, yes.
I'm going to make that argument. I might have to shift up to Urshel to talk, though.
Cool. So you can do that reflexively by spending an essence, or you can take the action to do it and stand up into view.
What do I think would be the least alarming for this?
You
If
get.
I was gonna say, if you take the action, you might risk it doing something before
That's kind of what I'm thinking.
you get a chance
Yeah.
to talk.
I'll spend the essence.
Okay. And go ahead and make me a presence plus persuasion roll. And this is going to
good.
be at a -3.
Presence plus persuasion is. I need to double check if this. Okay, I don't think any of these other stats impact me if I'm in Urshul.
Should not.
No, it doesn't look like it. Okay, cool.
All right, so go ahead and roll.
You said -3 or -2?
-3.
Okay. This is risky.
Yeah.
1 success.
So what do you say to do this? So you stand up in Urshul form, and its spotlight eyes cast a glorious wolf shadow behind you as it locks its gaze on you, and you can see that its hands are the shape of 9mm pistols that point in your direction. And
We're
you say,
hunting in our territory. We are not trespassing.
"What claim do you have to this place?"
Do you not see the mark outside?
"You will give tithe if you wish to be in this place."
What is the tithe?
2 motes of essence.
Does that seem reasonable to me?
It's a little steep, but he also has a gun pointed at you.
That's true. But I don't know if the bullet's going to be something real or just the impression of a bullet.
The impression of a bullet will still shoot you.
I suppose.
Oh,
But I also heal fast, so I'll give you 1.
Go ahead and make me a presence plus persuasion roll to haggle with this spirit. At
I'm
the
an
-3 still.
I am an Ailadoth. This is what I'm supposed to do.
You are an Eladoth.
Yeah.
And do you get a bonus for that, or is it just in your gifts?
I think I don't know. I don't think it gives me anything.
Okay.
That was sorry, my presence plus persuasion -3.
-3, because it is resistant to you because you are a dirty half-breed.
Oh.
Can I spend willpower?
Yes, you may. Did you already roll?
Okay, good. Yeah, I did. So I guess I didn't then, because I got no success.
You know what? No, you got to do it before the roll. So.
Yeah, so no successes on that one.
Would you like to turn this into a dramatic failure and gain a beat?
Oh, God.
I thought it was only dramatic failure if you botch on a chance die.
Nope. You can change
You
any
can turn it.
failure in Chronicles of Darkness to a dramatic failure and gain a beat.
Sure, I'm gonna do that.
So you will. I'm going to say that in this case, why don't we say that Kate lets her anger get the better of her, and instead of saying "I'll give you 1," it says "You don't deserve that."
Oh, no.
And with that, I need to know what your defense is.
1 second.
Okay, so
That would be 3. It looks like.
remember
This
to
is
add
why
your.
I ride on Kate.
So remember that you also have your athletics score added to that.
I have only 1 on athletics. It's the lowest of dexterity or wits. My dexterity is 2.
Well,
Plus
hell.
athletics is 1. So 3.
Okay, so it is going to roar at you, and from outside, you are going to hear 1, 2, 3, 4. 5. Okay. All right. You are going to hear a tremendous sound as a thunderclap echoes from inside of the house.
no.
The box of chilling the cold. There's a box of concrete behind you Kate, that explodes as the impact of this ephemeral bullet shatters into it. And you are actually going to get missed by this.
Oh, Jesus.
Maybe it was a warning shot. But it misses you. You are going to not get shot in the face. Congrats.
Oh, good.
And that means, though, that everyone is alerted to this, so we're going back to the top of the initiative. With Brighton, you will hear that, and you know the direction your pack went in.
I'm gonna look at Claire, kind of as, like, affirmation that I should go after this, and then just kind of run in.
Yeah,
Okay.
Claire will nod.
All right, so you're going to be able to make it up and inside in this current form. Rushing inside of the open door, you will see this tremendously long, skeletal Jack Skellington lawman. His arm still smoking with blue vapor.
Oh boy.
What do you do?
I think I'm actually going to just wait and hold my action. Because I don't know what brought us to this situation and whether or not like attacking it will just make things worse.
That's totally fine. So Megan, you're up.
Okay, so it's asking for 2 essence, right?
Mm-hmm. Usually that's done by cutting yourself and bleeding or something like that.
Okay. Can I do that can I spend that many at once?
You can spend your primal urge rating.
Okay, so I can only do 1 then.
1 per round, yeah. Alternatively, if you did want to attack him, he can't see you, so he wouldn't get a defense against you.
Okay.
Now you don't have to kill a spirit to like attacking it. You don't have to kill it. You can just disable it, like a normal person would, right?
Okay.
I would also remind you that you're in Urshel form right now, which means you have the Harry the Prey ability, where on a successful attack you can choose to cripple a limb or inflict a tilt, like blinded, crippled.
Okay. Damn it. This is hard. It's new situations. I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
Always blindly attack.
That's my
I feel like we
thing.
usually do that.
You need your Rahu.
Yeah.
So what would it be to talk to it? Like what did Amy have to roll?
She used presence plus
and-
persuasion, but what are you trying to use to talk to it?
I'm not 100% sure. I was thinking kind of do the whole like, that's enough. Like,
Sure. That would be presence plus intimidation.
this is our territory.
Sure.
It's our turf.
Okay.
Make that roll. You can spend willpower if you'd like.
I am going to put willpower on this because I have very low presence. Okay, so...
What? Not everyone has 5?
I have 2 and no intimidation, Amy. So this
That's
is really
fair.
impressive when I pull this off. At least it's only...
So you're at a -3 though, because this thing is hostile.
Oh, okay. Well then, I can't do anything, so... Not really.
Well, you can do your pres. Do
I'll have 1 die.
you have no intimidation?
No, I just said that.
Oh, okay.
Okay, well I didn't know that, so...
That's okay. Sorry, I forgot that I had levied that on Kate, and I was like, oh crap, nope, that's has to be fair.
Yeah.
Technically, it should probably be at a -4 right now because this thing.
You can only spend willpower
He's
once,
pissed.
right?
You can only spend willpower once on your action, yeah.
So, would this count as overcoming an obstruction or security the prey may have placed between themselves and danger?
What's the question based on?
Relentless Hunter.
What does it do?
Basically, I get to add my Cunning Renown to the following dice pools.
And Intimidation's one of them?
Well, it doesn't... One of the dice pools is attempts to overcome any obstructions and security the prey may have placed between themselves and danger.
I'll say that this works because it's an obstruction to the prey, even though they didn't place it directly in front of them.
Okay.
Or maybe they did. I don't know. That's up for you to learn.
Okay, so if I spent willpower, the minus negates that, but then I have 1 presence die, and I have my 3 Cunning Renown then.
Yep.
So I still have...
So you got 4. Do it.
Cool. I'm going to try that then. Well, that is 3 10s off the bat. And a 9.
What the hell?
Roll 3 more 10s. No, that's
God.
a 9. Okay, so that's 6 successes.
You're fine.
Take a beat.
Jesus Christ. Jesus.
Oh my god.
This is where you get all your beats.
This is where, yeah.
Apparently,
Okay.
yeah. I mean, this is where I got all of mine in our last LARP.
All right. So you are going to growl. What do you say?
I've forgotten what I said now.
This is our territory.
I think he said, like, that's
Basically
enough.
something like, that's enough. This is our territory. You'll get 1.
Okay. It is going to lurch around, shining its light on you. It's actually going to keep one of its headlights, its spotlights, focused on Kate. It's almost like its eyes pivot in 2 different directions to watch you both at the same time.
That's creepy as fuck.
That's what I'm trying. 2
Well, you
wolves.
succeeded.
2 wolves is 2. 1 for each. 3 wolves. He'll cast his eyes up at where Brighton is 3. Fairness is fairness. You must pay the price of permit. So that's going to be that its round. Claire, what do you do?
I'm going to go after Brighton.
Okay, so you're going to run into this whole mess.
Yeah. All right, cool. So it's got its spotlights pointed on my packmates.
Yep.
And I'm still in Urshel form. So I'm going to try to cripple its leg. Yay! Spindly leg.
Good. Someone had to start.
Rebellion.
Someone had to
It's great
start
when
the
the Rahu
violence.
comes into the political situation and is like, I know what's going on, I attack it.
Yes.
Okay,
That's
so
what's happening.
Good.
Caitlin, you can go ahead and roll in. It is a defense of 5,
Okay.
but yeah.
I think I'd like to invoke my gift of strength, if that's cool.
I think you should.
All right, cool. I get to spend an essence and add my purity renown to my strength, which is 3, and my strength is 3. So just put that out there.
So actually, you're in Urshel.
Yeah. Yeah. Wait.
Your strength goes up by 2 in Urshel.
Oh, I was in Urhan. Sorry.
So your strength goes up by nothing. Okay, cool.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Cool.
But I don't
So-
think I'm thinking of super clearly, so I probably won't shift.
I mean, you can shift by spending a point of essence if you can spend 2 per round.
I can.
I mean, do it.
Okay, let's do it.
All right. So that's going to be +3. So you're at yeah. So subtract 5 from your overall pool, and let's do it.
Okay, so strength and athletics or brawl?
Brawl.
Can it be brawl? Yes.
And if this is a bite, tell me what your damage is. So your successes.
Oh, just
The suspense is killing me.
3. Sorry, 3.
All right, so 3 successes on the bite.
Yes.
Okay, so that is 5 points of damage. Because
I just want to cripple.
So you're just trying to cripple?
Yeah, I don't want to.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me look up what Weaken the Prey does. Okay, whoop, whoop.
Ooh. Is there like a closet or a cupboard somewhere that this thing looks like it might fit into?
Oh!
Yes. Yes,
Cool.
there are many gaping holes in this place.
Oh.
I mean, literally like a door. Something that I can slam shut on it. Especially if we've cut it down a little bit to size.
So I'm just looking up this real quick. So forms. Urshel 97.
Oh.
So
Yeah, we good.
Once per scene, you can apply. So you have to damage. So Claire, you have to damage to do this. But you can choose to do arm rack, leg rack, or knocked down. So
how about leg rack? Oh wait, how about arm rack? Because if the arm was still smoking.
Okay.
Yes.
So Claire surges into the room, leaps forward, shifts midair, and with a roar is going to catch this thing's arm in her powerful jaws, and you'll hear this snap as this greenish blue liquid is going to start pouring out of the broken stick arm. Kate, what do you do?
Did I do good?
So part of my gift of all doors locked is that I know what all the doors and windows are in a building that I'm in contact with.
Okay.
So I know where there's a doorway that should, and I want to push it into that somehow.
So there are
and lock it in.
There are 3 different doors available inside of range. With a pivot, you could throw it out the side door that everybody just entered. You could throw it into what looks like something shaped vaguely like a closet behind it, or
That sounds good.
where Megan is standing, there is a large hot box.
No, I'm gonna shove it into a closet.
Okay, you're not going to bake it? Okay.
No, that seems excessive.
Okay,
Do
I would
the
want
Hansel
you
and Gretel
to...
thing.
What'd you say?
Shove it in the oven. Do
Shove it
the
in the
Hansel and
oven?
Gretel thing. Shove it in the oven.
But it's just doing what its job is. It's its nature.
So, you may go ahead and try. So, if you're trying to are you just trying to shove it in?
Yeah, because once it's in, I can just instantaneously slam the door closed.
All right. So, go ahead and give me a. Do you think this is brawl or athletics?
Ooh.
I don't know.
Well, considering I have 0 brawl,
Grabbing it?
I'm gonna say.
I don't even have to. I'm just pushing it.
If it's just pushing, I'll say it's athletics.
Okay. Because I'm not trying to be overly fancy with this. I'm literally just trying to. It's distracted. It's being attacked on one arm, and I want to just shove it, like jump barrel fully into it.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
It has
so what is its strength?
It has strength. 1 moment. It is a spirit of. There we go. It has a strength of 3.
Okay, so I was gonna spend. So I've got strength, and then I was gonna spend a willpower, and then plus athletics.
Yep. It has a. It has a defense of 4 right now.
So I subtract 4 dice.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, just give me a sec.
So because you don't have to move, though, you can also all-out attack, which sacrifices your defense.
Sure.
Gives you 2 more dice.
Cool. That sounds like a great idea.
Okay. What'd you get?
5 successes.
Nice.
All right, we'll take a beat. And
Yay!
because this is in the way of your hunt. And so, yeah, you are going to slam into it using your control of the building to open the closet door. And it is going to slam inside of this misshapen oblong closet, which is going to slam shut behind it and latch.
Woohoo! Kate's gonna howl
Nice.
in victory.
Megan's gonna stare for a moment and wait to make sure that it's not getting back out.
Yeah, same.
It is going to... it's going to struggle with the door.
The door's not gonna open unless it destroys it.
Is this what we want? Did we do good?
The door
I
is
think
going
so.
to rattle on its hinges.
Can I push up against the warm box and shove it in front of
Yes, you may.
the door? Okay. I do it.
We did good.
All right.
All right. Now we need to get in there and start listening to what they're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna ghost into the rest of the house.
All right. So
Yeah.
moving through the rest of the house. You all are in the house now. So
Yep.
are you going to inform the rest of the party that, or the rest of the pack, that the brother's in the house as well?
Don't we all know that?
Yeah, I thought we all knew that.
Was it
We
just
watched
us
him
who saw
go
him
in.
go in?
It was just the
I
two
think
of
it
you
was
that
just
saw.
you
Him.
two.
It was just
Oh,
you
'cause-
two.
Oh,
Was it?
Because I thought he went in before we even went into the house.
Yeah, because
my
you said,
opinion.
"Oh, could I have gone into the house?" And I was like, "Oh yeah." So we'll say you did.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah, because I wanted to
Um,
know and like scope the place out before we actually did anything.
Ah, okay.
Fair. Okay, then yeah, we'd let them know.
Okay.
So just so you guys know, right now we're being raided by Party Wipe Games right now.
Oh, cool.
Whoa.
So they just finished
Hello.
playing Curse of Strahd.
Oh, nice.
Ooh.
Nice.
All right, yeah, so we'll let them know.
All right, so you inform them that the brother has entered the house as well. And do you cast your gaze across?
Oh, yeah, I want to try this time too.
Yeah.
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 Again,
Yeah.
want to try
And
again.
ears.
I want to hear and smell.
Yes.
As you
I want to do all the things.
Yes.
Yeah, so will I.
look across, you will hear a heated conversation. You gotta stop this. But, well, look, I don't care. Man, you gotta fucking stop this. Okay? No more following girls. No more doing stupid shit. I can only talk to judges so many times to get you off the hook. For fuck's sake, the last bitch had a restraining order against you and you still went against it. What the fuck, man? Look, no, it was just a misunderstanding. Fuck your misunderstanding. I took care of it. Well, thanks, Mark. I mean, I just, you don't, nothing. I'm not gonna be around forever to wipe your ass like this. God damn it, Phil. I promised Mom that when she died, I would look out for you, but this is going too fucking far. First it was that, what? That fucking MILF followed me home? Picked a fucking fight with me outside over you. And now this. Some fucking drag girl? You're seriously fucked, bro. It's not like that. She's not... She's dead. Somebody fucking killed her last night. What? No. Yeah. So, you know what? I don't want to see you doing this shit again. And I don't want to see you going to that fucking funeral. Pretty sure that restraining order, I think people are going to notice if you're at the funeral. Stop fucking up and be a man. And you can look as the younger brother crumples. He sits down near the couch and the side of his ass misses the cushion and he collapses to the ground.
Oof.
He just sits there, almost catatonic. No, I just wanted... Look, it's better this way, okay? You're sick. You need some help. You can't fixate on people like this. It's not right. I'm gonna get a beer. Okay? I'm gonna give you one too, okay? We're gonna get through this. But shit, we're gonna make an appointment. I'm gonna get you in to see a counselor or something. Okay? The brother nods numbly, barely present on the ground. And as you watch the older brother, Mark, walks into the kitchen and opens the refrigerator, grabs a couple of beers, some locals. But as he opens the door, he grabs the beers, starts to shut it, and pauses and takes a look. What the shit? And as you watch, you see the light on the refrigerator has burned out.
Oh dear.
And those of you who are in the other realm with your any other sense can still smell the smoking hole from where the authority spirit's bullet tore through the spiritual representation of the refrigerator.
Oh, oops.
This is just what I fucking need. He goes back, pops a couple of beers, and he's not dressed in his typical detective's uniform, actually. And as you see, he's wearing a long-sleeved shirt with button-up sleeves, and it buttons up the front as well, and a pair of jeans that they're tucked into. He's not a bad-looking man at his age, probably about 40, 42, somewhere in there. And he sits down on the couch next to his brother and hands him down a beer. The brother...
Can I...
Yeah?
Can I maybe make a rule to not do something impulsive?
Sure.
Kate's common sense rule.
What is your impulsive action?
Yeah.
I'm curious.
The impulsive action would be try to jump back through and say, hi, I think we need to talk.
You can't. You can only do that at a locus.
Oh, I thought we could cross over back at any place.
Right.
Not unless you have Harmony 8.
Okay, so I'm not quite there. I think I'm at Harmony 7.
Yeah, so you'd have to become...
Or can I send my voice across?
You may not.
Damn. Okay, never mind then.
It's only looking. You're only a spectator.
Okay. I want to...
So you don't have to roll to be impulsive.
So she's just going to start growling.
Yeah, you can sure try.
Grr.
All right, so you'll growl on the other side. And...
I want to get a good sniff of them both.
Okay.
And just, like, do either of them match 100% the scent from the scene?
Yes. Mark does.
Okay. So
And-
it seems like
Sorry,
he's
continue.
the full werewolf then? Like...
Or something. but you'll definitely recognize that he was the smell from the scene. He was whatever that thing was.
Okay.
Now that we're actually like with that or can see them, could I do like an occult roll or something like that to know if I know anything?
Sure. You can go ahead and make me an intelligence and occult roll. You can spend willpower on this.
Yeah, I'll try.
And go ahead and make me that roll.
All right, let's see. 2 successes.
2 successes?
Yeah.
So as you're watching this, you start trying to figure out what the hell is going on. And as you do, you notice that Mark passes Phil a bottle of beer, and Phil numbly takes a very deep swig, so much so that he gets a coughing fit. As he does, his brother reaches over and slaps him on the back a few times. And as he does, he's a very well-muscled man, and the meat of his forearms actually is going to pop the button. Just open, not off, but of his button-up sleeves. And his right arm, just above the line of the cuff, you'll see that there is a red, slightly not healed fresh scar. And he slaps his brother a few times on the back and reaches down and scratches at it. Phil looks at it. How's your arm? Is it what, this? And he'll pull back the cuff, and you'll see a very obvious bite mark that you'll recognize as someone in Dalu form.
Oh.
Oh no.
It's healing. You know the craziest bitches, bro. And I think with that, this is a good place to pause the game. So I think I've dropped enough hints for you guys to get some ideas. With those 2 successes, I will say that in a previous encounter, you would know that Val had a particular gift. It was called... I'm just going to find the exact one. It is a gift of... This is... I can never find it when I need it. Is it gift of intimidation? Or... Fury, Berserker's Might. Sorry guys, just take 1 second.
No worries.
Beast Ride. Nope. Knotted Path. Path Can. Black Earth. Nature's Lure. Almost there. It's going to be the first one. I know it. Pack Triumphs Together. It is... Layla the Challenger, Lead Lesser Pack. God damn, I can never find it when I need it. It's not Crescent Moon. Is it... Sorry guys, I hate slowing down the game to look up a rule. It is it a right? It's not a right. Oh, yeah, it's a right. Nope, it's a Gift of Pack. She had a gift called the Maw of Madness.
Oh.
The jaws of the uratha become a source of maddening taint, infecting the prey with a spasm of moon's mad love. It inflicts the moon taint condition.
Oh, boy.
The moon taint condition, which, Claire, you know of this. Which I'm just going...
Oh, yeah.
You do. You got 2 successes.
I do.
You do. I just gotta look the damn thing up because this
Sure.
book's conditions are in the wrong location for easy finding.
Of course, they are.
Page 309.
Thank you.
We love these games. The books sometimes are...
Yeah, this edition is beautiful, but also it's put together in a very off-kilter method.
Yeah.
Your character has been infected with the warping taint of Luna. From time to time, her skin crawls or shivers in strange and unpleasant ways. She suffers from the poison tilt while the condition lasts. The first time she sees the full moon after suffering moon taint, she is afflicted by spasming agony and must succeed 5 successes on a resolve and composure roll with each roll, blah, blah, blah. If they fail, they immediately shift into Dalu form and remain that way like a movie werewolf.
Oh, good.
Oh, okay.
So that doesn't match the situation entirely, but my god, there's must be something going on here.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And as you are smelling, he doesn't smell like a werewolf. He smells like a wolf-blooded.
Oh no.
Oh.
What happens if you use that gift on a wolf-blooded? And I think that that's a good place to call game for tonight, actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
No.
What's that?
I was like, the moment you said the thing about the MILF, I was like, oh,
Oh shit.
oh, this fucker killed Val.
Shit.
All right.
Oh no.
Yeah.
All right, so
Oh no.
what I want to do is I want to give everybody 2 beats. One for playing remotely and one for playing. So you guys did a great job. Did anybody fulfill any aspirations?
I used a gift. Yes.
Okay, so that's 1 more beat for you.
Do you think I yelled at someone? Or did I just growl and be grumpy?
I think you did both a little bit.
Okay, then that
I'll
would
give
be
it.
a second.
I'll give it to you. Did anybody else have anything that they feel like they can bullshit for a beat?
Not particularly, besides potentially this counting as working towards my long term of solidifying our hold on our territory.
Mm.
Yeah. What do you guys think? Do you think that counts as? I think Christine has enough beats for the night.
Yeah.
That's entirely possible.
So
Wait,
just
question.
answer.
How many beats did we get for last session? Because I don't think I wrote it down.
Oh God.
I think it was like 4.
I think we got like
Something-
1 full experience.
Yeah, I think we
so-
just got a full experience.
You got a full experience for the first
Okay.
game.
Oh.
I think you got.
Right, I fulfilled enough.
I think I gave you 4 beats for last session.
Okay, cool. Because I don't think I wrote them down because I only had 1 experience listed. So
Okay, but I think you got. Yeah, I don't think you got any more beats than that. So, with that, let me just double check our schedule. So right now, so thank you so much for everybody watching. We really appreciate it. QLimp and all of the others who are visiting from Party Wipe Games, thank you for tuning in the chat. This game is bi-weekly, so we should be back in 2 weeks. And we look forward to seeing you then. Tell us if this type of streaming style works. Normally we have full video, but of course during social isolation, only 2 of us live together, so it's hard.
Yeah, and with everybody streaming everything, Wi-Fi signals and whatnot are a little unreliable.
It's true. Our images would be very garbly. Now, quick question to those of you, to my pack here. How did you enjoy tonight?
I had fun.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I quite
fun.
enjoyed it. Once we kind of got into it, and I started getting used to what I could do.
I think this was
Yeah.
better than expected.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was thinking it would be kind of cute that since we've got pictures for our wolves, that we could, when we shift, maybe stick like. Probably too much effort though.
You got to give me like
how our
high quality
alternate
wolf
picture.
pictures. I need pictures of Wolfie Man.
Wolfie, man.
And he pictures the Wolfman. All right.
Wolfie Sanders.
Wolfie Sanders. Once again, I'm asking for the full moon.
I love it so much.
That's Claire. Claire all the time.
Claire,
Yes.
Claire, good job, Claire, getting a major attack in.
Oh, thanks.
All
job.
right. So I think this is a good point to call game. Thank you so much for tuning in. We will see you next time. Be sure to tune in on Wednesday for Generic Fantasy Setting number 17735, our amazing D&D game. And then we'll be back the following Saturday doing Curse of Strahd. Which actually Party Wipe Games here was just finishing their Curse of Strahd game, and they haven't killed Strahd yet, so it's a race.
Ooh.
Good.
All right, and awoo. Good night, everybody.
Comes to my back door from time to time. Shake the hand